Hey guys, what's up? Sando here, back with another video. This time I will be reviewing something I personally couldn't wait for. This is the newest Aune S6 PRO that was released just a few days ago at the Munich High-End Show 2019. Let's unbox it first and see what's inside. As you can see, it comes in a much larger box than a typical DAC and headphone amp units are coming, so that is a good sign. So let's take it out and take a look. First thing I see, the foam right here is pretty thick, so it will protect the unit quite well during shipping. This is the device itself. It's kinda big and heavy. Very beautiful looking. This surface looks like sandblasted aluminum. Just beautiful looking. Let's put it aside. Right here we have a USB cable, a power cable, a headphone adapter, and right here we have a business card and then a USB flash drive that has all the drivers and the user manual inside. That is basically everything. Let's put this away. Also do note that S6 Pro comes in two variants, in white, silver or in black. I think it looks cooler in white and more premium somehow, at least in the video. I think the fit and finish is excellent and it looks stunning too. It's on the bigger and heavier side compared to other DAC amp units we had in the past for the review, so it left a great initial impression on me. The aluminum case is quite thick. It looks unblasted to absorb scratches or accidental drops. So far this unit looks very well put together. Let's take a look on the other side. On the bottom there are 4 rubber feet to absorb micro vibrations. Let's take a look at the front panel. The front panel is very clean looking and houses a big LCD screen right here. It also has a 4-pin XLR balanced headphone output, a normal headphone jack, 6.35 or 1/4 inch headphone out, and a digital volume knob that has a few tricks under its sleeve. Pressing once the volume knob will change the digital input, pressing it twice will change the output, the headphone out or the line out, and a long 5-second press will turn it on or will turn it off. That big and really easy to read LCD screen will show important information as the selected digital input, the analog output, the material it is being played, I mean PCM or DSD, the bitrate and the volume level. On the back there is an IC power in, power switch right here, 4 digital inputs as you can see, USB, optical, coaxial and IES, and 2 clean line outs, a single-ended ear out and a balanced XLR output. Since both line outs can be volume controlled, S6 Pro can be used as a digital preamp as well, so that's pretty cool. Some might find the shape a little bit odd since the top is slightly rounded, and if you want to put something on top on it, let's say a S7 Pro headphone amp, you will need a longer fit, at least 1.5 cm or 0.6 inches long, to avoid the curvature of the unit. I'm fine with it as it looks quite unique in my opinion. I didn't encounter nothing like it so far. Now moving on to the technical specs, I think Aune Audio did the right thing choosing the best AKM chip. I mean the AK4497 chip for the S6 Pro. This chip is part of the Verita Velvet Sound architecture for a very natural sound performance with fatigue-free listening experience. The USB input is handled by a very high performance XMOX second generation chip interface for a very low noise and very low distortion performance. Headphone amplification is handled by two chips, two TPA6120A2 chips. This is a stereo chip, and if you are using only the single-ended output, only one chip will be engaged. And if you are using the balanced out, both chips will be working together. S6 Pro also uses a very high quality audio grade caps from Nikon, from Wima, Nexem relays from Japan. That is really a very good sign. And for a very clean power, Aune opted for a high quality transformer inside. So that's again a very good sign. S6 Pro puts about 405 milliwatts of power into 300 ohms on the balanced output, and about 120 milliwatts of power in the single-ended output. S6 Pro also follows the international standard and outputs a clean 2 volts on the RCA out and about 4 volts on the XLR output, so that's pretty good. You should know that volume can be controlled on the RCA and the XLR out, so basically you can use it as a digital preamp as well. When it comes to sound performance, I used it with my very sensitive IEMs. I used it with my full-sized balanced headphones, and I also used it with my powered speakers you see on the back. And let me tell you from the start that S6 Pro wowed me from the moment I pushed that play button. I don't want to carry that weight on my shoulders anymore. Phew. So what really impressed me that much was how deep it sounded and how good the pinpoint imaging was. I was just picking sounds from the air, and with such ease, it's very smile inducing. Now I own a very expensive, very high performance DAC called the X6 PRO from Matrix. It is based on the ESS 9038 Pro. This one costs $800 and to some degree S6 Pro sounded on the same level and even better on others. So in terms of depth, for example, and the stage size, S6 Pro was better, and how cool is that? How crazy that sounds. Using it with in-ear monitors from FIO revealed a very black background with absolutely no noise or hum. With bigger cans like these ones on the balanced out, I had a lot of control, lots of grunt, and a lot of balls. It drove my headphones with a lot of dynamics and with such ease, with great pace, rhythm and timing. Now, speaking about the frequency response, I think the S6 Pro is flat as a ruler and absolutely gorgeous sub-bass and mid-bass performance. My rock and electronica tunes sound very fast and kicked hard and slammed like Thor's hammer. The bass is also very quick, very agile and very layered and quite detailed, I must add. Mid-range is flat as the rest of the spectrum, but thanks to that velvet sound architecture, it sounds very natural, just catches your attention every time. And that crazy pinpoint imaging people are like whispering directly into my brain. It is scary real at times. Listening at late night, I'm turning my head very often. S6 Pro also has an impressive natural tone and timbre, probably among the best timbre I've heard in a long time. My home DAC doesn't have these traits, and I may be jealous of that. It's also 3 times more expensive than this one, so you know. Treble is extraordinary clean and grain-free. It is very extended with just a mild, gentle roll-off in the upper treble. It also extremely transparent in the treble area and very detailed. So every cymbal, every bell will have a right amount of impact, rise and decline. The more I listen to it, the more I'm impressed by its fatigue-free and accurate treble. Since the transparency level and airiness are top level, detail retrieval is really at very high level as well, and will extract every bit of information from your favorite tunes. It is good not only on the macro scale but on the micro scale as well. I think S6 Pro is probably the fastest AK4497 based DAC I've heard so far. it is almost as fast as my Metric A7 Pro. Now to the conclusion, I think as a DAC and as a headphone amp combo, it is a headfire's dream and will have basically the blackest background I ever tested for IEM's users, and a lot of control and slam for the big planar magnetics and dynamic headphones. With big cans, I just recommend you using the balanced output and you'll be safe. It will, however, not drive heavy-duty headphones like Odyssey LCD4 or Hi-Fi Man HE6, HE6 SEA or Sasvara. For that ones you will need to have S7 Pro adding to the chain. So far I think this is the best DAC and headphone amp combo I've heard in a very long time. At only $600 US, I think it's the best kept secret of the audiophile world. Please don't tell anyone. Okay everyone, so I hope you enjoyed my review. My full in-depth review can be read at my website. There is a link in the description below. Listen to my music, be positive, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Cheers!